Hey guys, so it is October. It is my favorite season because of one thing, and that is Halloween. So, like most people, I use Halloween as that excuse to be as weird, as wacky, and as wonderful as possible, and just be whoever I want for a whole day. Because, for most people, you can't just really rock up to the office dressed as Batman. You know what I mean? So, I want to talk about something though that does grind my gears every year when it comes to Halloween, and that is the casual groping that comes along with what choice of costume you wear. Now, obviously, I think most of us have experienced when you wear a costume, like people come up, touch your hair, touch your jacket, touch your clothes, whatever, but that's not really the one I want to talk about right now. The one I want to talk about is like sexual groping. Now, I don't think I've met a girl who has not been on a night out and has not been groped. It is just a thing that happens and it shouldn't. And when I bring up this topic, people always say oh, they were drunk, it doesn't matter, you were in a nightclub, you were wearing a slutty dress, of course, they're gonna touch you. And it's you're using booze as an excuse. I just don't think that passes as an excuse, considering if you crash a car, if you murder someone, or if you do anything wrong under the influence, you're held accountable for your actions. But for some reason, when it comes to groping someone or touching someone inappropriately, a lot of people go, oh well, they were drunk. I gotta draw the line here. Because I have done it, a lot of girls, I've used Halloween as an excuse to wear whatever I want, literally. And I will wear something maybe a little bit provocative. I haven't done it in a few years, but it's fun because it's not your usual self to dress that way. And I think that's what Halloween is about for me. It's just being someone for a little bit that's not usually you. Being a character, essentially. So me, like a lot of other people, my non-binaries, so not just girls, want to wear something maybe a little bit provocative, yeah. But what's the harm in that? There is absolutely nothing wrong with wearing a little bit more of a revealing outfit. We've seen them at every Halloween. It's always the joke. It's slutty crayon. What? But wearing a costume like that doesn't give someone else permission to touch you. A few years ago, I went out and I was dressed as the Mad Hatter, which I'm dressed as every day now. But I was dressed up as the Mad Hatter and I had a little skirt on. It was very short, whatever. But this guy decided that when I was bending over the bar to get my drink, he just decided to put his hand up my skirt, all right? Not just put his hand up my skirt, go for a good old wee squeeze while he was in there. And I was just when I turned around, obviously nobody was to be found who did it, and I was obviously angry, but who am I fighting? Have you seen me? I'm built like a twig. I'm not gonna be able to beat anyone. So, not that I would, but it's just a horrible moment that I think most of us have experienced. And I just think be alert this Halloween. If you see someone do it, call them out on it, because people seen him do it, this guy, because I could see who it was. I knew who it was who did it, and nobody said anything. Nobody came to be like, hey dude, that's kind of a sucky thing to do. So if you see it happen, call it out. Also, I wish we lived in a world where I didn't have to say, be careful, but you kind of have to, don't you? But it shouldn't be that way. And if you're drinking, think twice before you just touch someone. I have to think twice in my own industry, where at the end of a gig, I'll stay around to say hello to everybody who came, and I am a hugger. I'm sure you've guessed. So when I see people, I'm like, oh my god. But I've learned over the years, not everybody is into touching, because I'm a stranger. Not everybody wants to be touched by a stranger. So a lot of people will just politely be like, I'm not really into hugs. And I'm like, chill, cool, man. That's absolutely fine. Thanks for letting me know. This is a conversation that can happen in an ideal world. And I'm glad it does happen, because I would have been guilty of falling into that mistake myself. But again, yeah, ask people if you're out on a night out. Ask permission if you want to touch them. Like even just little things like touching someone's hair or, you know, a jacket. It's their personal space. Remember that. Like not everybody is chill with you invading it. So, you know, if you're out and you're drinking, just remember that. And if you're not even drinking, remember it, because I have to. But, you know, I do hope you have a magical Halloween anyway. And this is just a message to say wear whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Be whoever you want for 24 hours. Obviously be careful, but that shouldn't stop you from, you know, dressing a certain way. Right? Embrace whatever you want to embrace for that weekend or 24 hours of Halloween and the sheer joy that it brings everybody. All right. But anyway, I need to get back to work. So I hope you're having a happy day and that the world is treating you the way you deserve. All right. Goodbye from me in the cemetery. Bye.